Hello, beautiful listeners, and welcome back to Green Earth Essentials. I'm your host, Michelle Jackson, and today we're diving into a topic that's so important: simple changes for environmental sustainability. Now, I know sustainability can sometimes feel overwhelming. We hear a lot about big global issues like climate change, pollution, and deforestation, and it can feel like the solutions are out of reach for the average person. But here's the thing: small, everyday changes add up. And when we make conscious choices, we create a ripple effect. So, in today's episode, I want to break down easy, attainable ways to live more sustainably. These are things that anyone can do, no matter your budget, schedule, or lifestyle. And the best part, many of these changes are not only good for the planet, but are also good for your health and wallet. Let's get started. A common misconception about sustainability is that it's either too difficult or too expensive. People often think it requires a complete lifestyle overhaul, but that's not true. The truth is, small actions like using a reusable water bottle, switching to energy-efficient appliances, or choosing local produce can make a huge impact when done consistently. Think about it like this: if millions of people make small, eco-friendly choices every day, the collective impact is enormous. A single person choosing to use a reusable cup instead of disposable coffee cups could save hundreds of cups from going to landfills each year. Now imagine if millions of people did the same. Let's explore some of the easiest ways to start making a difference. One of the biggest environmental issues today is waste, especially single-use plastics. These plastics take hundreds of years to break down and are a major contributor to pollution. But reducing waste doesn't have to be complicated. Start by making easy swaps. Carry a reusable water bottle. Bring your own shopping bags and say no to plastic straws and utensils. Composting is another fantastic way to cut down on waste. Did you know that about 30 to 40% of food in the U.S. goes to waste? By composting, you can turn food scraps into nutrient-rich soil instead of sending them to landfills where they produce methane, a potent greenhouse gas. If composting at home seems intimidating, check if your city has composting programs or community gardens that accept food scraps. It's an easy way to make a big difference. Another simple way to be more sustainable is by conserving energy. It's easy to forget about the little things like leaving lights on or keeping appliances plugged in when not in use. But these small habits contribute to energy waste. Try switching to LED bulbs, which use at least 75% less energy and last much longer than traditional bulbs. Unplug devices when they're not in use. Yes, even chargers and kitchen appliances still draw power when they're off but plugged in. Adjusting your thermostat by just a few degrees can also help reduce energy consumption and lower your utility bills. Making these adjustments is not only good for the planet, but also saves you money in the long run. Sustainability is all about making small intentional choices that add up over time, and I personally try to incorporate these changes into my daily life. One of my favorite swaps has been using my reusable water bottle. Not only does it keep my drinks cold for hours, but it also helps me cut down on plastic waste. I also like shopping with reusable bags. Not only do they cut down on waste, they're also far sturdier and easier to carry. I've also switched to energy efficient LED bulbs throughout my home, which use significantly less energy and last much longer than traditional bulbs. And whenever possible, I make a conscious effort to avoid single-use plastics, opting for reusable shopping bags, glass containers, and compostable alternatives. These are just a few simple habits that make a big difference and they're easy for anyone to adopt. Food production has a huge environmental impact, but small changes in our diets can make a big difference. Incorporating more plant-based meals, supporting local farmers, and reducing food waste are all great ways to eat sustainably. Eating plant-based even a few times a week can significantly reduce greenhouse gas emissions. If everyone in the U.S. swapped one beef-based meal for a plant-based one per week, it would be equivalent to taking millions of cars off the road. And if you're not ready to go fully plant-based, that's okay. Every small shift helps. Supporting local farmers and choosing organic when possible also reduces the carbon footprint of food transportation and supports more sustainable agricultural practices. Plus, meal planning and proper food storage can help prevent food waste, which is one of the simplest ways to be more eco-friendly. Transportation is another major contributor to carbon emissions, but even small adjustments can make a big impact. Walking, biking, carpooling, and using public transportation are great ways to cut down on fuel consumption. If you drive, consider combining errands to reduce unnecessary trips or switching to a fuel-efficient or electric vehicle when the time comes. Even working from home 1 or 2 days a week, if possible, can significantly reduce emissions over time. And let's not forget that cycling or walking more often is also great for your health. Mindful consumption is a powerful way to reduce environmental impact. Before making a purchase, ask yourself, do I really need this? Can I buy it secondhand? Is there a more sustainable option? Supporting ethical brands, shopping secondhand, and opting for quality over quantity can help reduce waste and demand for resource-intensive production. Thrift stores, online resale platforms, and clothing swaps are fantastic ways to find great items without contributing to fast fashion waste. Conventional cleaning products and personal care items are often loaded with toxic chemicals that harm both our health and the environment. Switching to non-toxic, biodegradable cleaning solutions is an easy way to reduce exposure to harmful substances. Many everyday items like vinegar, baking soda, and essential oils can be used to make natural cleaning products. Similarly, choosing personal care products with clean ingredients and sustainable packaging can help reduce pollution from plastic waste and toxic runoff. Sustainability isn't just about individual actions, it's also about supporting bigger changes in our communities. Getting involved can be as simple as voting for eco-friendly policies, supporting sustainable businesses, or spreading awareness through social media. Even small acts like joining a local cleanup event or participating in community gardening can help create a more sustainable future. As we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with this. Sustainability doesn't have to be complicated, expensive, or overwhelming. Small, mindful choices add up, and when we all make small adjustments, we create a significant positive impact. Start by choosing just one small change from today's episode, whether it's using a reusable water bottle, eating more plant-based meals, or switching to LED bulbs. Whatever you decide, know that every step matters. And if you found this episode helpful, I'd love your support in spreading the word. You can help keep Green Earth Essentials going by supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/Green Earth Essentials. Your support allows us to keep creating content that empowers people to make sustainable choices. Thank you for tuning in, and remember, small changes lead to a greener future. Until next time, this is Michelle Jackson signing off.